Nifty cooled off quite significantly. Both the IT as well as the financial SPAC saw a bit of selling off. But the overnight cues, the cues that we have taken from the weekend, something that's quite encouraging, quite positive. As you mentioned, most of the US indices actually saw quite a bit of a sharp rally on the back of the fact that there was a slowdown as far as wage growth was concerned. The European markets too actually saw their best weekly gain since November 2022, and the Eurozone inflation went down or cooled off for the second straight month. Now, talking about crude oil prices, crude oil prices have seen quite a bit of a significant sell-off. So crude oil prices fell almost 8% for the week gone by, and Brent futures now trading closer to the $78.50 a barrel mark, and WTI futures closer to the $73 a barrel mark. Now, when you're coming to our own markets, what is it that is most important to keep an eye out for? The first thing, Q3 earnings season kicks off. TCS will start off the earnings season, and this particular week you will see quite a lot of IT majors coming out with their earnings, and markets will take significant cues from both the results as well as the management commentary. IT and banks were the top laggards in the week gone by. FMCG saw a little bit of a defensive buying strategy. So this particular week, it'll be interesting to see, while SGX Nifty is indicating a gap up, whether these gains are sold off, or they continue, or they're held on to in today's trading session.
All right, let's wait by and see how that goes. Vivek, thanks a lot for that. But let's also talk about the individual stocks which could be in focus, because starting today, we also have the earnings season. So it could be a lot about those names. So it'll be a lot of the pre-quarterly updates also coming through.
Yeah, that's right, Pavitra. A lot of Q3 business updates have come over the weekend. Let's start with Kalyan Jewellers, with the consolidated revenues for Q3 is up 13% on a year-on-year basis, and the India business revenue is up 12% on a year-on-year basis. The company also says that they have seen a gross margin improvement on a sequential basis. Next is Titan, where the standalone business revenue is up 12% on a year-on-year basis, and a jewelry division has seen a revenue growth of 11%. They have added 111 stores in the quarter. Bandhan Bank, the deposits are up 21% on a year-on-year basis and 3% sequentially. The gross loan growth is at a three-quarter low, up 14% on a year-on-year basis. Tata Steel, the India production is up 4% both year-on-year and sequentially. Phoenix Mills, where the month of December has seen a consumption of 926 crores, up 122% when compared to the pre-COVID levels, and the occupancy at St. Regis was at 81% versus 79% same time last year. Few other stocks that will be in focus today is Ashoka Buildcon, where the company emerges the lowest bidder for NHAI project worth 2,200 odd crores. Asian Paints, where the board has approved setting up a new water-based paint manufacturing facility. The capacity will be 4 lakh kiloliters per year, and the capex will be close to 2,000 crores. And lastly, as you said, officially earnings seasons have begun, and we will be watching out for TCS Q3 numbers as well.
Oh, absolutely. This entire week could be a lot about IT, right? So, thanks a lot for that. By the way, TCS saw a 3% cut on Friday. The entire IT index itself was down around 2%. So, let's see how those stocks fare in today's trading session. But Mangalam is also joining us, and he has all of the cues from the futures and options space. Mangalam.
Good morning. So this Monday morning, we start with the Nifty closing on Friday at a very crucial juncture, because if you just take a look at the way the Nifty closed on Friday, 17,859, which was a little above December's low of 17,774, but also below the 100-day moving average of 17,904, a mark that has been a support for the Nifty for the last few trading sessions. And below this, the important support would have come only around that 17,500 mark, which is the 200-day exponential moving average, all suggesting that maybe there could be a bit of a bounce. And this morning, we look at the SGX Nifty, a bounce of almost 130 points is on the cards. And now the big question is, what happens after this bounce? Will the gap up be bought into, or will there be some selling? The question to that, the answer to that question is what the FIIs do, because they are now down almost 2,900 crores in the cash market is what we've seen on Friday. Not just that, in index futures as well, their shorts are at 59%. And importantly, while they bought more calls than puts on Friday, they also sold 2.37 lakh calls. So that's telling you that on the way up, we are likely to face a fair amount of hurdles. What are those hurdles that we're witnessing? Just take a look at a couple of these option strikes that I'm looking at. 17,900, the call out there added close to around 42 lakh shares for a premium of 100 odd rupees. 17,900 put added about 15 lakh shares for a premium of 110 rupees. A total premium of 210 odd rupees out there. 18,000 call, that added almost 68 lakh shares for a premium of 62 rupees. 17,800 put, almost around 72 odd rupees in terms of premium out there. So you just add the premium to all these strikes, and you will see that the option writers were looking at a range between 17,700 at the lower level and 18,100 at the higher level. The SGX Nifty is indicating a start at the higher level itself. The put-call ratio 0.75 indicates a bounce. So the answer to whether the market moves higher or not lies in what the Nifty Bank does, which has fallen about 1,250 points in the last 3 sessions, and it is also bouncing to important technical levels that are there for you on the screen.
All right, so we're going to watch out for how that moves through the day. Mangalam, Surbi, as well as Vivek, thank you very much for joining us and taking us through the trade setup this morning. With that, it's time for our first short break.